Get us started. Yeah, I just think from I mean, you're right. I did say that we were in for an eye-opening experience based on how we've been practicing and understanding the veteran essence of their roster and understanding how hard they play. But the turnovers, it's I mean, you have 23 turnovers in a college basketball game. It's really going to be hard. We have 11 new guys, so we're obviously going to be a work in progress, and how far that work in progress gets, I don't know. But this is a great game for us. Not that we played great. We played as bad as any 40 minutes of basketball since I've been involved in college basketball. The 11 first half offensive rebounds, not defending the three ball, 23 turnovers, 26 points off of turnovers. It's a lot to overcome. I mean, we're young, they're really physical. They thrive on ball pressure. So it wasn't just one position. I mean, it was across the board. It was their bigs getting into our bigs and our bigs not having the ability to put the ball on the deck, even for a dribble handoff. So, and then, I mean, the lack of making threes, if you don't guard the 3-point line, much like year one at Arkansas, we had to guard the 3-point line. So to give up 10 threes, we have a goal of 5. We have a goal of 9 turnovers. We have a goal of 9 offensive rebounds for the opponent. So all the goals that we've talked about for the last 3 years, none of them were met, and hence a 30-point loss.
Curtis. You mentioned the turnovers and the offensive rebounds in the first half, but you're only down 10 at halftime. Did you kind of get the sense that you might regroup and play better in the second half? And then
no, this has happened in practice. It's when one team gets up, the momentum just keeps going. So that's that's something we've got to work through even in practice. I mean, that's really uncharacteristic of how we've been, not to have competitive stamina. When somebody comes at you and goes on a scoring run.
Kevin. Most of you guys were right in at one possession game, 17, 18 minutes in. What was working to that point?
I mean, I think, Kevin, with, it's whether it's a baseball game and you talk about it's close through 5 innings, or I've been around too long. Texas totally outplayed us. And to say, I mean, it's hard to get a lot of separation in 17 minutes. I mean, it's we subbed more than we will, obviously, in a regular season game, but Coach Beard's team had great toughness tonight. I thought they climbed all over the offensive boards at the beginning of the game. I think they set the tone. I thought Morris was outstanding. His ability to rise over people from the 3-point line. Really impressed with Morris in the minutes that he played.
Going to the turnovers again, it seemed like when they collapsed or helped, maybe you guys struggled getting off the ball, or was it confidence, lack of knowing where to go with it, or just good Texas defense?
A, B, C, and D. I would love to tell you it's one thing, then we could correct it. It was combination.
Andrew.
Obviously, a really physical game. Did you see any silver linings with how your bigs off the bench responded to that, like Makai and Kalani, maybe?
I mean, I think that those two guys give us a different physical presence for sure. But we have to finish around the rim a little bit better. I thought Bishop did a good job of understanding his game, and certainly Dylan Mitchell. So I thought the 2 freshmen for Texas were phenomenal. I really did. I thought that Mitchell and Morris were really outstanding.
Curtis.
And then obviously this is a big game for your freshmen to kind of get exposed to some veteran guards. You mentioned that in the pregame. I guess, what did you see from them, and what are some of the lessons to be learned for those guys?
Yeah, I think there's a lot of things. I mean, coming into the game, rebounding was something that we needed to do. Our starting backcourt, I don't know if they had a rebound. So we need, much like in the past where we've had really good rebounding spots out of the one, we need to rebound the basketball. If that's one of our themes, 1 through 5, we can't just rely on upfront guys to rebound. So, but it's a good learning lesson for everybody involved in our program on how far we truly have to come.
Back.
So considering how Texas played and how you played, what was your message to your team after the game? What message would you give a team that is about to face Texas this season?
Well, I mean, if you're going to play Texas, you better have great defensive blockouts. You better be able to get to loose balls. You better bring great toughness. Those are the things that, we've played Coach Beard's teams before, so it's a lot of the same themes. You better jump stop off 2 feet or they're going to take charges. So it's pretty simple formula, but it's really hard to solve if you don't do what you need to do against them, because they understand their roles. I mean, you talk about, got Allen out there and you got Carr out there. Then even Disu and Bishop, and then their freshmen just kind of, figured out to play alongside those guys, and they're a really good ball team. I mean, they're an excellent team, and they're really well coached.
Scotty.
At times we defended it, other times we don't. But I mean, again, if we're going to struggle to shoot it, we have to do a much better job of being able to defend it and being able to guard your guy outside the 3-point line.
Final question.
Yeah, it seems like as the game went on, Tyrese Hunter and Marcus Carr were having, more success getting in and landing as you guys penetrating, driving, and kicking. What kind of problems do those two present to a defense?
Yeah, to be honest with you, Hunter went 3 for 9 and Carr went 4 of 10. I mean, coming into the game, if you would have told me those were their numbers, I would have said that was pretty good defense on 2 really talented players that have college experience. Again, I think their 2 freshmen were the 2 guys that changed the complexion of the game. Nothing against those other guys, but yeah, and the same thing with Rice. I thought their bench came in and did a really good job. And again, I mean, if you have any, have watched Texas at all last year, you're going to expect, Allen and Carr to play well against a team that's got 11 new guys at this time of year. And then if you watched, Hunter play last year, you're going to expect him, he's going to get in the lane all year because he's got great quickness. So
Thanks, Coach. Appreciate you.
thanks.
Thank you.